You have nail heads that popped out of your sheetrock. Is that something you need to be concerned about? Find out next. This is Jesse with Remax North San Antonio, and today we have a great person here that's going to tell us if nail heads, when they pop out, if that's something that you need to be concerned about.
Hi, I'm Blake from Power Eye Inspections, and to answer that question is, well, it really kind of depends on the amount of nail heads that are backing out and the type of moisture that's been applied around your house can help minimize some of that. But nail head pops are really kind of a settlement type issue, more so than it is a structural concern. Then again, you know, every situation kind of varies, and it just depends on the amount of movement that your structure is doing. But typically, when you have nail heads back out, oftentimes there's actually several reasons that could happen. It could happen from a movement of the foundation. It could also happen from somebody slamming a door excessively hard. Any kind of construction or renovation that's being done on a home can cause those to back out, because if people are banging away on the structure in some area, things are going to vibrate and those nail heads will try to back out.
Is it a major concern, or is it something that we need to worry about?
When I'm going into a home and I see nail heads backing out, my immediate reaction is settlement, not necessarily a structural issue. Okay. And to illustrate part of what can happen is, if I were to take this pin here, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's say that this pin is a 2x4 and this is your foundation. If I hold this pin down low and shake it, you can see how much more that moves up top, okay, as opposed to down low where your foundation is. And the taller your structure gets, the more amplified your movement is going to be near the top. So what you saw with the movement on the pin, the same thing holds true in any structure. So it's really not uncommon to see more signs of movement related issues like nail heads backing out on an upper floor level as opposed to a lower floor, or even on a first floor. If you have just a single story home, near the top of the wall or on the ceiling, you're more likely to see them there than you would be down lower.
Okay, so it happens, there's more probability of it happening upstairs than
Absolutely.
downstairs.
Absolutely.
Okay, how about if someone has the vaulted ceilings or the tall ceilings?
Same thing applies.
Okay, so
the same thing applies. It's just the higher your structure gets, the more amplified your movement is going to be near the top. So the more signs of movement that you may see as the higher it goes. Okay. So whether it's a vaulted ceiling, or sometimes you can see sheetrock seams that may get a little cracking, things like that. And those are common ceiling configurations to get a little movement. And when you have the taller structure, it's going to be more susceptible to a little bit of cracking and some nail heads backing out and things like that.
Okay, what do you suggest if, heaven forbid, we have a nail pop? What can a homeowner do to be able to correct it?
Well, there's certain things you could do. One thing you can do is watch a YouTube video.
Okay. And, do you have a YouTube channel?
I don't have. Unfortunately, I don't have a YouTube channel. It's really a cosmetic related issue. And it can be a little bit of an eyesore depending on how severe it is. Sometimes you can see the nail head itself. The drywall or the sheetrock has popped all the way off, and you can see the head of the nail. In those circumstances, maybe a little caulking or spackling of some kind. But sometimes if it hasn't broken all the way through, I haven't tried this personally, but you might try taking a little piece of cardboard cutout and put it flat up against the nail head.
That's good.
And just take a little hammer or a rubber mallet or something like that and just tap it back into place. And oftentimes you can correct that and get it to go back in without having to worry about touching up any of your sheetrock.
Oh wow.
So just a little option for you. It's worth a shot. If it doesn't work, don't hold it against me. But that is one option that you can try. Otherwise, you're probably looking at a little bit of cosmetic work.
Okay, so it's just more cosmetic. It's not anything to really worry about.
Right.
Okay. If you would like more information on this, you're free to contact Blake, and I do encourage you. The thing that I love about Blake is he's very analytical and very thorough. We've had experiences when someone does a third-party inspection or an inspection on a home, and 30 minutes they're out. The great thing about Blake, hopefully I'm not putting you in a situation or a position, but he does take 2 hours of inspecting your home. So we're blessed there. Also, if let's say for argument's sake you purchase a new home and you decide to do a third-party inspection afterwards or in the 10th month before the builder's inspection runs out, we do encourage you to contact Blake so you can get the builder to resolve any of those concerns. Like I said, Blake's contact information is going to be down here in the bottom, and if you have any other questions, please feel free to contact us. And once again, this is Jesse with the Garza home team at RE/MAX North San Antonio. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thank you, and we'll see you next time. Bye!